Hello viewers, this is Out Too Fast here. In today's video, I'll show you this all-in-one tool that's able to test the voltage and the wiring in your outlet, and it has the ability to trace which circuit breaker is for which outlet. In this video, I'll go over all the features on this tool and show you how to use it. So let's get started. Right here is the KAIWEETS circuit breaker finder tool, model number KT301P. Let me unbox this and I'll show you what comes with it. Here are some important tips on using the circuit breaker finder. And right here is a user manual. There's the outlet tester. So if you plug this into an outlet, you can check if the wiring is correct, and also you can use this to check GFCI outlet. And it's able to measure 30 to 150 volt AC. Right here is a backlit LCD display. This device is also the transmitter that'll transmit the signal, so you can locate and find the circuit breaker that's in the fuse panel. Right here is a bare wire power cord. On one end you have the female power outlet, and on the other end you have the two alligator clamps for clamping onto the bare wire for testing. It also comes with this light fixture adapter that you see right here. And right here is a 3 to 2 prong adapter. This here is the circuit breaker finder tool. This tool has non-contact voltage test function. So using this tip here is able to sense non-contact voltage. And this tool is also the receiver that works in conjunction with the transmitter to locate the breaker in the fuse panel. On this tool you also have this LCD display that'll show you the test result. Now it comes with 2 sets of AAA batteries, and you need to install these batteries into the tool. To install the battery on the receiver, remove this Phillips screw. To install the battery on the transmitter, turn this over, remove this Phillips screw. Let me show you how to use this outlet tester. Right here I have a power strip and I have this short power cable. Now to power this on, press and hold this power button. Here you see the backlit LCD will turn on. Now I'll plug this into the outlet. The measured voltage right now is 118 volt AC, and it detects the neutral, live, and earth wire, and it's correct. Also at the bottom you have this green correct LED, and it's illuminated, so that tells you the wiring on this outlet is correct. Now if I unplug this tester, the display will still show you the last test result. However, the green LED at the bottom will flash, letting you know there's no power going in. Now to reset the display, double tap the power button, and the display will reset. With this next test, I rigged the wiring in the power strip so the live and the neutral wire is flipped. Now I'm going to plug the tester in. Immediately the display shows red instead of green, and you see the neutral and live wires flashing and has a word reverse. Also at the bottom here, the red fault LED is illuminated. So when you see this, you know the neutral and live wire is reversed. With this next test, I disconnected the neutral wire. Let's test it out. Looking at the test result, you see there's no voltage measured. The neutral wire is flashing, telling you it's open, so it's not connected, and the red fault LED is illuminated. Now in this test, I disconnected the ground wire. Let's plug this in. Immediately the display turns red. Now it does measure 118 volt AC, but you can see the earth is flashing, telling you it's open, so the earth is not connected. Also the fault LED at the bottom is illuminated. As you can see with this tester, it'll quickly tell you what's the problem with the outlet and let you know what's the exact fault. When you're done using the tester, press and hold the power button and it will turn off. Now let me go over these other adapters that come with this tool. Right here is a 2-prong to a 3-prong adapter. So if you're testing an outlet with only 2 prongs, you can plug this into the outlet and then plug the test tool into this end here. It also comes with this light bulb tester. What you want to do is plug this adapter into this end here. Screw this into the light socket, and then you plug the tester in here. You'll be able to test the voltage and check if the wiring is correct. Now with this bare wire power cord here, you have this AC plug on this end. This is where you plug in the tester. On the other end, you have the 2 alligator clamp. So you can actually clamp onto live wire and test the voltage and see which one's live, which one's neutral. Now of course when you're doing this test, make sure you're very careful you don't electrocute yourself or short circuit the wire. Now let me show you how to use the non-contact voltage tester on this tool. To power this on, press the power button right here. the LCD will turn on. To use the NCV or non-contact voltage testing, we want to is press and hold this button right here. You see the NCV is illuminated. Using this non-contact tip here, you can actually probe any live wire and it'll tell you if there's AC voltage present. So for example, if I put the probe on this wire here, you can see the display turn red and it's beeping really fast, letting you know there's AC voltage present. Now I can also probe the outlet here. Now when it reaches full bar, that's when the display will turn red. On the bottom of this tool, there's also a white LED. To turn this on, just press this button here and the LED will illuminate. This will help illuminate the work area. Press again to turn it off. To power it off, press and hold the power button and it'll power off. Now I'll show you how to use this tester to test a GFCI or ground fault circuit interrupter outlet like this one here. So here I'll plug the tester into the outlet. First you want to make sure it's reading the correct voltage and also the wiring behind the outlet is correct. In this case, the solid green tells you the wiring is correct. To test a GFCI, you'll need to press the test button for 2 seconds. I'll do that right now. There you saw the ground fault trigger the circuit breaker, and on the LCD display it says pass. So here you can see the LCD display tells you the test is pass. On the outlet, press the reset button to reset this. And that's how you can use this tester to test a GFCI outlet. Next, I'll show you how to use both of these tools together to find a circuit breaker in your fuse panel. Now this outlet tester will be the transmitter, and this NCV tester will be the receiver. Now right here is my fuse panel with all the circuit breakers. And sometimes when the electrician installs the panel, the labeling they do is not very clear on which receptacle is for which breaker. With the circuit breaker finder, you'll be able to quickly identify which circuit is for which outlet. Right here I have an outlet that's in my dining room. I'll use a tester to find out which breaker on the fuse panel is for this circuit. First you want to turn this on by pressing the power button. Now plug this tester into one of the outlet. Looking on this tester, make sure there's voltage on it and also there's no air on this outlet. As you can see, everything is green. Now below the voltage reading, there's this transmit signal here that tells you this device is acting as a transmitter. So this time, just leave this tester plugged in. On this receiver, press the power button to turn it on. Now to find the circuit breaker on this fuse panel, you need to do a 2-step scanning. So the first pass you want to do will train this receiver and learn the signal. All you need to do is pass the front part of this tester along the fuse panel. Do the same thing for this side. So here I'll do the first pass. Now just keep going. Do the same thing for the other circuit breaker. Now the first pass is done. With the second pass, you want to do the same direction. Do not go the opposite direction, okay? So here's my second pass. And right here, this is a circuit breaker for the outlet I'm testing. Now if I turn off this breaker, then the power to the outlet. Now right now the power is turned off to this outlet because the green LED is flashing and the display you're looking at is holding from the previous measurement. If I reset this, you see there's no voltage on it. Now I'll go turn on the breaker. And now there's power on the outlet. As you can see, this is a great tool to have if you're doing any home projects or renovation. Whether you're a do-it-yourselfer or a professional, this all-in-one tool is a must-have in your toolbox. If you're interested, check out the link below. I hope you enjoy watching this video. As always, thank you for watching. Thank you for watching this video. To support this channel, remember to click on thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and turn on the notification bell so you get notified of new videos.